By the way, they're on the stream.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Just for quickly live stream on breaking news, Jeremy Doku to Man City, and here we go according to Fabrizio Romano. With myself on this live stream, it's going to be about 10 minutes long as we're getting ready to watch Palace, Cook and Arsenal. We will be back straight after the Palace and Arsenal game. But yeah, it's good to have a Man City fan as well with me. I want to hear his thoughts. Alex, he's been in the channel.
Yes.
It's not the first time, and he's just having a few issues with his camera lately. This is why he hasn't really been in some of the live streams. But look, I've made a video about Jeremy Doku a few weeks ago. I think about 3-4 weeks ago, when there was a lot of rumors. Like Fabrizio Romano, will be sharing my screen in a minute. Fabrizio Romano said that he's on Manchester City list, obviously with Michael Olise, who renewed his contract with Crystal Palace. Very good player. You don't have this kind of player in your squad. When you look all the players that you have in your squad, Alex, Man City, he's very young as well. Very excited. Very good one-to-one. A big talent. He's only 21. Like I said, I only watched him a few times last season, but the season before I've watched him quite a lot, and I think he's a brilliant player. Yeah. And the main thing in here is he will be manager under Pep Guardiola, the greatest manager of all time. And the thing is, him under Pep Guardiola, obviously he will learn, because he's still he's young, still making mistakes, still wants to have the ball more than he should. And he's very good. He has so much talent, skills. He's strong, he's quick, he's got power. I think this is a brilliant signing for Man City. When you look at his age and when you look in your squads, the only player that really to play in the wings, you go Jack Grealish. But then Jack Grealish, let's be real in here, he suits Man City style of football he does for his work rate, like the way he moves players around, the way he creates space. I'm not a big fan of Jack Grealish. I always say this. I think he's overrated. He's definitely never worth $1 million. He's a good footballer, but he would never become a world-class footballer. He's not as good as a lot of people think. He goes most of the games, like you don't really see Jack Grealish doing much. But then going just back, and before moving to you, going back into the last game against Newcastle, he was absolutely unbelievable. His work rate was unreal. He was very important. This is why Guardiola keeps playing Jack Grealish. But he suits Man City style of football. He suits what Guardiola wants him. Guardiola wants to have this kind of player that would do that kind of work like Jack has been doing since last season, which was a good season since the World Cup. Jack was brilliant. Just quickly again with Doku, what a footballer. Alex, Man City fan, let me know your thoughts. Are you excited? What do you expect from this signing?
So with Doku, I'm very excited because I've seen he's got pace, he's got the ability to beat his man. Finishing will be definitely worked on with in training. I feel like Doku can really become a really good winger. Like he's going to be one of the top wingers. And I've seen a few games of Rennes, and I think he's very good. He's got under the supervision of De Bruyne when he's back, and Haaland. He'll be feeding Haaland through 24/7. And also we never really had a winger apart from Sane that was really quick and able to get around their opponent really fast. I know Grealish can get around his opponent, but he ain't got the speed of Doku. With Doku, he'll be great. Yeah, he'll be great. I can see him being more of the offensive side than scoring, like assists maybe. I think he'll get a couple goals. I think eventually he'll start scoring more, but I can see him getting quite a lot of assists with his speed because he can beat if you're going up against someone like Newcastle, like Dan Burn, Doku's going to absolutely put him in the dust, literally. So yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah, absolutely. Spot on in there. Yeah, I mean, he can't play as a right winger, left winger. He can't play, through the middle as a number 10 as well. So yeah, he's a big talent. He's strong. He's quick. But then we need to talk. Let me just quickly go in the live chat. Big up to everyone. Yeah. Silva, good signing. Yeah, big talent. Absolutely. Vamos. Onto the ball. Hope you're doing well, my man. Jeremy, my man, I told you about Dominic. How good is Dominic? I told you, this kid is good, believe me. And when it comes from Football Ferreira, I know you believe. Big up to you. I hope you're doing well. Vamos cook. My brother, I was born to cook. People like it, I know. This is me. I've always been being myself, so yeah. Adrian says, I don't think Doku is a sign expect to be on I think he's more being signed as Ryan Mahrez replace the right winger. I mean, yes, I clearly we know this is a future player, and obviously they need to replace Mahrez. They know how important it is to replace Mahrez. Because I remember when I made a video about Doku going to Man City, and also Michael Olise, who is on Man City list, and I said that obviously he's a most replace, like he's a most needed signing to replace Mahrez. And seeing De Bruyne injured now more than ever, is he the right player? Like I said, I would pick Michael Olise just because he's a Premier League player. If done it with Crystal Palace and stuff, but then I think this guy is unbelievable. I mean, what a player! But Adrian in here making a point, which I agree, which we was about to talk about. And let me just quickly share the screen in here with Fabrizio Romano. Who says, obviously, in here we go. After new bid reveal in here this morning, obviously after a few tweets from Fabrizio Romano, this deal is like a package of around 16 million, which for me is just too much. Unfortunately, I know it's today's football market, but the guy is only 21. He hasn't done nothing. His guy hasn't achieved anything, but then it's today's football market. This is how it is. That's it. I mean, there's not much we can't really do about it. The price is in there. You want to pay. You don't pay, you don't get. But yeah, this was exclusive story revealed 1st of August, confirmed. Fabrizio Romano tweeted quite a few times. But yeah, what Alexa, just quickly before we go, because we need to go on to watch Palace cook Arsenal. We'll be back straight after the game. What was your thoughts about, the price? What can you say really about the price?
I would say the price is good. I'd say it's good because it's going to be really hard to get your hands on a really, really talented young winger these days because a lot of clubs are holding on to their wingers like a lot of money. I know like Florian Wirtz. I know he's not a winger, but he's still a young talent who's going for like 100 million. It's quite hard to negotiate for young talent these days. So I think Doku was a great investment because now we've got that young winger who Pep could produce alongside the world-class players we have. And yeah, I think he could really, really, really start to kick in a City a lot, and I rate it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's 60 million. He's only 21, but then in future, he will be worth every penny. This guy will cook. This guy will cook under Pep Guardiola. I just don't have any doubt that this guy will cook. He's just too much talent on his kid that it's to be a waste. And we know that under Guardiola, this guy will cook. And yeah, I think this is a very good signing. Big up to everyone. Alex, just anything you want to add into, this stream quickly just before we go? So we got job to do. We got to go and watch Palace beat Arsenal.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back to cook all the Gunners. That at the end of the day, remember, we agree, we disagree, we cook each other. But it's all love. As long as we respect each other, we'll be there.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you don't respect me, you're gonna drive me mad. So then decide if you want to disagree with me but respect me, because once you stop respecting me, I will cook you badly.
Yeah.
But yeah, my man, anything you want to add quickly?
So yeah, about the thing, I'm going to talk a bit about Paqueta real quick. Just one thing about Paqueta. I was quite disappointed about Paqueta because I thought he'd been brilliant. He would have been absolutely amazing under Pep.
Special with Guardiola, special with Kevin De Bruyne injury as well.
Yeah, I think now we're going to have to go in the market, I reckon, a little bit and have a look around. But there is a lot of players out there that can definitely fulfill a bit more of an attacking role like Paqueta could. But Paqueta was just one of a kind, and he's still obviously scored against Chelsea yesterday as well. So he's still got it. But I was hoping the deal went through, but it is what it is, and obviously he's got the allegations now as well. So
yeah. I know he's a good player, like I said. His packet is like that. Shame he's inconsistent, but he's a good player. But look, you got a lot of talent. You got one of the best academies in English football, and then you got players like, let me say again, because people love to hear me repeating same thing over and over. Foden is the English player with the most talent. And I do not care what anyone says. We saw again against Newcastle. I don't know what is his mentality, because sometimes I don't think Foden his mind is on a game sometimes. But when that kid wants to play football, nobody will stop for them. What a footballer!
Yeah,
Let's not forget my boy Julian Alvarez, who also can play in a lot of positions. What a footballer! What
yeah,
a footballer we're talking in here. But yeah, look, Alex, as always, obviously, I really appreciate you coming along
no
because
worries.
you're taking about 10 minutes of your life to come along. I know you love your club. I know you're excited. I know you love talking about the game, but it's always nice, and I really appreciate someone taking 10 minutes of their life to come and give their thoughts, which is nice.
Yeah,
Here's someone from like who support Man City. But yeah, look, Alex,
yeah.
God bless you, my man, and I'll see you soon. We'll
All right.
catch up to you on a private chat, and yeah, we
Okay.
got to everyone that tune in as always. God bless you all. Ferreira is in here for a very long time to cook as well. But you can also cook me. As long as you respect me, I will respect you. But yeah, God bless you all. Thank you. And vamos.